Ah, welcome, my seekers of the strange. I am the Necro historian, chronicler of the stories time tried to bury. And this is my assistant, Tut-Tut, the tiny terror.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Tonight's tale begins with a secret kept by children and guarded by the dark woods.
Ooh, I love secrets. Is it about buried treasure or maybe about a treehouse with candy?
Not quite, though it does have a treehouse, but no candy. These children found something far darker. The body of a deceased pilot, broken and lifeless in the branches of a lonely treehouse.
Ooh, that sounds disgusting. I love it. That's not just a treehouse, that's a creep house.
Exactly.
What did they do with him?
They told no one. But as the body began to decay, the stench became unbearable. So they did what no adult dared. They wrapped him up, limb by limb, turning him into their own homemade mummy. One of your relatives, Tut-Tut?
Awesome. Now that's what I call a rap battle.
So gather, dear viewers, and behold the chilling legend of the Aviator of Merlot.
Remind me never to go camping again.
Do you, twisted viewers, have a dark secret? Share it below. Now I sound the bell. Stir the dust. The dead have spoken their permission, though reluctantly.
Yeah, they sent a memo. It said, fine, whatever. Just stop ringing that stupid bell.
Never.
The Aviator of Merlot. During the final months of World War I, the skies above the sleepy French village of Merlot were torn by the roar of engines and the crack of gunfire. One night, a young pilot, barely more than a boy, found himself locked in a vicious dogfight above the village. His biplane, riddled with bullets, caught fire midair. With no parachute to save him, he made a desperate choice. He unbuckled his harness and leapt into the void rather than burn alive. His body tumbled through the night sky, limbs flailing, until it crashed through the branches of an old almond tree. The impact shattered the silence of the woods. He landed with a sickening thud inside a child's treehouse nestled in the limbs, an innocent place now defiled by death. The next morning, a boy named Luke ventured into the treehouse. He expected to find his stash of marbles and comic books. Instead, he found the pilot. The corpse was twisted, broken, and burned, but the face, young, frozen in terror, was strangely intact. Luke didn't scream. He stared. Then he ran to tell his friends. Soon, children from all over the village came to see the body. They whispered about it, dared each other to touch it, and gave it a name, Le Fantôme Volant, the flying ghost. Days passed. The body began to rot. The stench was unbearable. The children, unwilling to give up their secret, held a meeting in the woods. One boy, whose father was a chemist, suggested they wrap the body like a mummy to preserve it. They stole rags and mixed chemicals, formaldehyde, turpentine, and other things they didn't understand. They soaked the cloth and carefully wrapped the pilot, layer by layer, until he resembled something ancient and sacred. They swore an oath never to speak of it. The treehouse became a shrine. Seasons changed, families moved, the woods grew wild. The secret was buried in time. 2 decades later, war returned. During World War II, a running battle swept through the forest near Merlot. Shells exploded, trees splintered. One blast struck the old almond tree, now hollow and brittle. The treehouse collapsed, and the mummy fell to the forest floor in pieces. Then the dogs came. Stray and starving, they dragged limbs and scraps of uniform into the village, a boot here, a hand there. a torso wrapped in stained cloth. The villagers were horrified. Rumors spread like wildfire. Who was this mummy in an aviator's outfit? Why was he buried in the woods? A savvy bar owner named Henri saw opportunity in the mystery. He collected the pieces, stitched them together as best he could, and placed the reconstructed mummy in a glass case behind the bar. He hung a sign above it, Les fantômes volants, bonne chance. People came from miles around to see the pilot. Soldiers rubbed his boot before deployment. Lovers touched his hand for luck. Children dared each other to stare into his hollow eyes. To this day, the mummy remains in that bar in Merlot. His face is cracked, his uniform faded, but his presence is undeniable. Locals say the air grows cold when you stand too close. Some claim they hear the distant hum of a biplane engine when the wind is right. And if you ask Henri's grandson, who now runs the bar, he'll tell you, luck or curse, he's part of Merlot now, and he's watching.
Ah, you survived tonight's tale. Dare you watch another?
Like and subscribe, or I will haunt you.